Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to SoupaSoka, and we're still in Booty Bay, we're still in Stranglethorn Vale and Kronos 1, and I did do a few things between videos here, so actually I went ahead and vendored a lot of the junk in my bags, and I did a little bit of tailoring, so let me show you my bags, let me show you my tailoring. It was skilled up to 181 tailoring, so I had some silk saved up, and I had a little bit of silk for my warrior I sent over, and I mostly made formal white shirts. They're fairly inexpensive in terms of the amount of silk required, and the other components aren't too expensive. And then I made one red swashbuckler shirt because I had a little more silk left over. The other thing I did is I looked at all of the Stranglethorn Vale, the Green Hills of Stranglethorn pages that I had on my character. We had like 3 of them, maybe 4. And I went to my warrior who had some left over from when he was doing the questing here, and I sent them all to my priest, and that gave us probably about 75% of the pages we needed. So then I went to the auction house, and actually let me show you the auction house while we're still in town here. I went to the neutral auction house. It tends to have a lot of these pages because people farm them up while they're here in Stranglethorn Vale, so they list them at the only auction house in the area, which happens to be this one, which is the Booty Bay Neutral Auction House. And it's linked to all the other neutral auction houses, such as the one in Daenerys. And there might be one in Everlook in Winter Spring, but I don't quite remember. Anyway, so if you go in there and you type Green Hills, you'll just get a ton of them. And if you actually type out the whole name, or just type in like the page number, you can specify them by page number and then sort them by price and buy the cheapest one. They're fairly cheap in some cases. You can get them for under 10 silver a piece. Some of them go up to about 20 silver, I think, on the high end, almost 30 silver. A few of them go up to like a gold, and that's ridiculously overcosted or expensive. I ended up spending about 70 silver, not even 70 silver, I think 60 silver to buy the last few pages I needed. And I actually sent a couple gold over from my warrior, like literally 3 gold, 2 gold, to give him a little bit of a boost over here. So we had a little bit more. We were at about 10 last time we logged out. We got a little more now. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little more questing in Stranglethorn Vale. We're going to turn in all these pages first. Let's see if we can find a group for this quest. Looking for group, the captain's chest, elite. See if anybody wants to join up. This quest, too high level for us by far. Like, we really shouldn't be dealing with this quest right now. But if someone's around and wants to work on it, we can tag along and get the free, get carried along easily, you know? Get a boost here, basically. So the plan today is, we're going to run up here, we're going to turn in this quest, all these quests here. We're going to get all these papers out of our bags. We do have some leftover common items here, I guess they are. I guess it's the rating. I don't know what you call white items. Maybe green items are considered common. But anyway, tiger meat, raptor hide, raptor flesh, raptor eggs. These are things I think actually have some value on the auction house, so I don't want to vendor them yet. I need to get auctioneer. Someone's recommended it to me, and I think that's true. I need to get auctioneer. It's an add-on that will basically look through the auction house and then create a database in the add-on itself that tells you kind of what the average price of things are for certain items on the auction house. The more you go to the auction house, the more up-to-date it'll be, the more accurate it'll be. So I am considering getting that add-on and running it, because it'd be nice if we're out here, then I could kind of refer to it and see what these things might vendor for, as opposed to what they might sell in the auction house for. But I think I'm going to try and auction house them. I did look, and fused wiring is listed at like 1.5 gold a piece, at least, at buyout. I had one on my warrior, so I listed over there for like 1 gold and like 35 silver to undercut people a bit. But this is the stuff that I was saying I think drops from these shredders up in the northern part of Stranglethorn Vale. So we might go up there and farm a little bit more, but I want to do a few more quests here today, and then I want to move to Desolace. And the reason why I want to move to Desolace is because I want to start preparing for running Scarlet Monastery. A few episodes back, we ran Scarlet Monastery, and we were in the graveyard, which is the first wing of Scarlet Monastery. There's 4 wings, that's the easiest wing, and we really blew through it. I mean, we were like level 30, 31, maybe 32. But we need to go back. There's a really good quest chain that I want to work on before we go back. And there's a lot of good quest rewards in Scarlet Monastery, so my plan is to try to run that maybe in about 2 more episodes. I think this episode will be in Stranglethorn Vale a little bit more, and we'll just clean up a little bit of work here, kind of wrap up a couple more quests. We're not going to finish Stranglethorn Vale today by far, and I expect we'll come back someday to Stranglethorn Vale, but I do want to go there and get a couple more quests done here today, especially at least turn in all this junk. It's way too much stuff to carry around. And it's going to give us a huge boost in experience, and I think a decent gold reward. After that, what I wouldn't mind doing... What time is it? Okay, I was going to see the arena here, the Gurabashi arena is here, and every 3 hours a chest spawns in the middle. But it's tough to get it if you're not level 60 on this server especially. I did hang out there once on my warrior at level 35, and this is a few weeks ago at least. And I was lucky because the only level 60 that showed up was an Alliance character, and he basically said if I try to stop him, he would kill me because it's a neutral arena, so actually anyone can attack anyone. So I was really, I mean, at 35, I'm not going to stop at level 60. I think it was a mage. I had no chance, so I let him take it. But anyway, at 60, I'd like to go back there and try and capture that chest. You get a pretty nice reward for it. I don't recall exactly what it is, but you basically get a token every time you loot the chest, and you can turn in, I think, a dozen tokens for a pretty decent reward. Now, what we're doing at this point is we're going to head up here to Nessingwary's expedition, of course, but along the way we have these shadow panthers we need to kill. We need to kill 10 of them, and let's put that on the quest tracker over here. And this is the spot where you want to start farming them. They kind of roam in this path here, and I think one of them's in this area. We might just run into it. All of a sudden we're going to see entering combat pop up because they're stealth. So you can't actually see these mobs, and they're a little annoying to deal with because of that. I'm going to see if we can rustle one up here. I do know a good spot where at least a couple of them spawn consistently, and that spot is consistently spawning them on every server I've been on, as far as I remember. So it's not just, that's an interesting name for that gnome there. The corpse of that gnome, anyway. Anyway, so this is a good spot for them in general, and I'm surprised I haven't ran into any yet, but soon. And we gotta remember, we did last episode, we finished it up, so at the very end we leveled up. There's one. And what I want to do is, oh nice, you got a blackout proc there. I want to make sure we keep in mind we have silence now in our toolbars, and we want to be casting that as much as we can, because silence, not as much as we can, but like, we want to use it whenever we have an opportunity to use it, because it's a really useful ability, especially in PvP. We're going to have a lot of fun with that, I think. It silences the target, preventing them from casting spells for 5 seconds. Just a 5-second complete silence on someone. So it's not just a specific school, it just silences them flat out. That's pretty sweet. I got a few recommendations from people recently. I was reading through some comments. I haven't read through the comments on my videos in about 3 or 4 days. I usually try and read them almost daily, just to keep up with things. I know a lot of people have a lot of good insight, and I don't know a lot about WoW. I mean, I enjoy it, but I'm by no means some, world-renowned expert, so I like to read up on people's comments. And by the way, straight ahead, this is where there's at least 2 spawns, the Shadow Panthers. I think right to the right of this hill, just north of this hill. Should be one like right by this tree here somewhere. Yep, there's one. Let's dot them back up and do this. And there's another one behind that tree. I'll show you in just a moment. Anyway, so I appreciate the comments on my videos, because I'm learning a lot from people, and I'm trying to put it all to memory. Many times people tell me something and I forget it, so I've been trying to write things down, just keep it written. So and then I put a little notepad, I stick it on my keyboard or next to my mouse, I guess. And then next time I come play WoW, I look at my notes and see, okay, what did I read in the comments to do, and then I'll go try a new add-on or try a new macro. Someone sent me a macro recently that'll automatically sell all the gray items in your bags. It's really cool, I think. I haven't actually tested it yet. There should be another panther right here somewhere. There it is. I haven't tested it because I'm extremely nervous that it's like a setup where it's gonna vendor everything in my bags automatically or something. So I'm gonna test it on my bank alt first and make sure it doesn't vendor anything. If it vendors over there, it's just junk anyway. But I don't know why. It's like fear that someone's trolling me and they're setting me up for some failure where I'm gonna vendor all of my good stuff. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen. So to the person that suggested that, it's not that I don't trust you, it's that I've grown up with the internet, so I'm aware to not just take things for granted. If someone says something, I don't just be like, oh yeah, that must be true, it's on the internet. So I like to double check for something that I think can go terribly wrong like that. Anyway, I'm sure it's fine, but so it's like nice macros, things like that. Now the rest of these panthers are basically around this area, I think, for the most part. There's also jungle stalkers over here, it said. So where are these at? Jungle stalkers. Huh. Are the jungle stalkers tigers or? Oh no, it's the. Oh yeah, I know what these are. These are the raptors. The raptors are actually farther down here along the side. Yeah, we can go ahead and do some of those now too. Let's rebuff Fear Ward. Anyway, the point is, I learn a lot from these comments. So I'm trying, but I don't always remember them. So I've tried to get into the habit of taking notes. There's another panther. So I can, actually remember things people are telling me, so I don't waste your time when you're giving me suggestions. And someone was recently talking about, and I forget this person's name on YouTube, but he has lots of good comments. Like almost every video, you look at my comments, there's someone that'll write like a couple paragraphs, and they're usually like really descriptive. He's like will suggest things about my skills, like tailoring or enchanting, with some good advice, and once in a while, just like some general mechanics about classes. But recently he was suggesting that I make the Dreamweave set, I think is what it was. I didn't actually write the note for that one. I'm going to go back to that video and look at the comments. I think it was a Dreamweave set. It's a tailoring set that has, it's not that hard to make, and has a really nice amount of spell damage. I looked at it, and I can't make it yet, obviously, so my tailoring is only, I guess we can look here, it's only at 181 of 225, so it's a little low. It should be a little bit higher level for what I'm at right now. What'd I get aggro on? Oh, okay. Just gonna shield up. Huh. Can we kill these 40 guys? Like, is it like worth it, or are we like really pushing to do this right now? Let's fight one. I'm sure we can kill them. I just don't know if it's like, if I'm wasting my time trying to kill them. You know what I mean? Like sometimes if it's really inefficient leveling on a mob because they resist too much, then you're really just wasting your time. So I don't want to do that. Let's see, actually, it's pretty good. We are using a lot of mana against this guy. Like, we really are burning through, it feels like, but let's go ahead and dot him. We did have a couple resist there. Nothing terrible, but a couple. Anyway, so what I was saying is, I'm learning a lot with the Dreamweave set. It looks like you need to be level 40 to use it. Definitely not 35. I'm too low level to equip it right now. So I do plan to skill up enough to get that set, but I don't think I can use it yet. I need to look into it a little bit more. But my understanding is that I'm too low level to use it right now. So it's a 41 Panther, or not Panther, excuse me, it's a 41 Raptor. A little high level for us. I think this might be getting out of our league here. Like, we're really fighting mobs 5 or 6 levels above us. I don't think it's efficient. I think we'd be better off going back, killing off the Panthers. We need 6 more. So if we make that same loop again, we'll get at least 4 more. So we, 80% of the way done. But I think that's the way to go, is just finish off the Panthers, and then maybe those Snapjaws we've been talking about for a while, but definitely head back up towards the direction of Nessingware to turn things in. And then, like I was saying, what I want to do is start heading towards Desolace. And in Desolace, by the way, the atmosphere in Stranglethorn Vale is really magnificent. I mean, it's just, it really, when it's raining like this and it's just pouring rain, it really does feel like you're in the middle of a jungle in terms of just kind of the general atmosphere. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the weather effects in Vanilla WoW in general. It's something I've always appreciated. And if I remember right, up here is like a named mob on the top of this hill. We don't need him. Yeah, King Banglash. You know what? I think forever I thought its name was King Bangladesh, which really doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all. Anyway, I was pretty sure I thought it was King Bangladesh for the longest time. So this is the final mob we have to kill for the, all these quests we're doing with the Panther Mastery, Raptor Mastery. You can complete all of those and you kill some named elite mob. Finally you kill, I think, Bangladesh, the very last mob you kill. How's it going? I want to talk to this person, see what they're up to. Let's give them a little buff. It was weird in my mouse cursor when I went over Bangladesh. It showed like hit points and staminas, all these weird things, and I don't know, not hit points and staminas, hit points and other things. What are you up to? Ah, yeah, good luck with that. Can I help somehow? Ooh, let's, ooh, let me join your group. I need this mob. Let me join. Sweet. I think this thing is spawned like right on top of this location. We were standing there and nothing was happening. Sure. Think we can. I'm not positive that we can actually capture this, or like kill this. 6,000, or really 5,600 hit points, and it's 8 levels above me, and it is, how many levels above this guy? 12? Then maybe, it's a 43. I think it might be not worth it to try and kill it. But if you want, we can try. Yeah, there's really no point. I mean, this is completely just to mess around. Like, there's no point in killing this mob, and I don't think we have any chance. It's a 31. It'd basically be me soloing it. In fact, it'd definitely be me soloing. It's a 31 hunter is not going to land many hits on this. And this little, what's his pet? His pet has 1200 hit points. Okay. Go ahead and pull it. You'll need to kite it. This is not gonna work well. It's not gonna work well at all. Resist on me. Resist. Let's try resist. 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 Let's shield our friend up, give him a little heal. Resist. I'm running. See ya. Sorry. Well, literally resisted every attack. Like, probably 15 attempts. Yep, that was, I mean, I expected it to go badly. I didn't quite expect it to be that bad. This is a Crocolisk. Actually, we need this, so let's go ahead and kill it. Well, I'm gonna head out, but good luck. Hope you get him later on. Yeah, I think we're done with that guy. You too. Nice person, though. Smoothness, the name. Nice guy. Or, I guess, female hunter, so nice girl. Anyway, we need these Crocolisks anyway for a quest, so let's go ahead and kill this. We're gonna drink real fast afterwards. And then we did get our skin we need. Let's drink. And then we're gonna get those panthers. I see one there. There's probably another one over here. Yeah, I had felt like it was gonna go badly, but I was just... It's kind of fun to me when you see a player... they should be in the northwest of the zone, I think. What is that place called? Between Balwal Ruins and Nessingwary's Camp, I think. I don't know why, it's kind of, fun for me, seeing a player want to try and take on a big, you know, crazy mob like that. Like, he couldn't even tell what level it was. He was more than 10 levels below, Bangladesh. And that was just fun. I just wanted to try it. I don't know. I knew it wasn't going to work well. Anyway, so we're going to get the rest of our panthers, sorry. And maybe we kill that Crocolisk behind us since we need 4 more Crocolisk skins. And we're pretty much right here anyway. Let's go ahead and dot this one. I don't want it to... I don't quite remember. I think it is about 3117. I don't remember exactly where we fought those mobs. I should just direct the guy to my YouTube channel, because I know we just did that recently. And there should be another panther over here. Maybe? Someone killed the panther recently? Huh. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. Well, no panther here. Let's go kill this croc. We need him anyway. Yeah, so the plan is, I got distracted first talking about the weather in the game and then a few other things. The plan is I want to finish up maybe the Crocolisk quest, the Shadow Maw Panthers, and then I want to go to Desolace. We're already in Stranglethorn Vale. Desolace, because yeah, I think that's correct. Good luck. Anyway, this person is just thanking me for directing them to the raptors and tigers. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure I want to finish up just these 2 quests. Maybe give up on this one here if it takes too long. And then move to Desolace. And in Desolace, what I'd like to do is a chain quest. So actually we need to go to Stormwind first. And in Stormwind, near the cathedral, or in the cathedral, I don't remember the name of the person. Someone there we need to talk to. When we talk to that person, they'll direct us to Desolace. When we go there, we grab another quest that tells us to kill like 30 undead skeletons in southern Desolace, which by the way I've heard are really a pain to kill. Might need to bring a buddy along. Like, they do a kick that'll interrupt your spell casting, and they have a pretty high shadow resist, I've heard. So it can be a little annoying. We gotta kill like 30 of those, and they're like level 36 and 37, I think, a little above our level. And then we kill those, we go turn that quest in back to that guy in Desolace at the town there, and then we kill 3 of the basically the final bosses in 2 of the wings of, maybe 3 of the wings actually, of Scarlet Monastery. We need to go to Armory, Cathedral, and Library. So that's basically what I'm saying is I want to complete that pre-quest before we go to Scarlet Monastery. So I make sure we knock out everything we need in one go in Library and in Armory. There's also a quest called Mythology of the Titans. It's actually a really easy quest. You just need to loot a book from the Scarlet Monastery library. And I know exactly where it is. Very simple. It has a respawn time about 5 minutes, so if we're in a group, we can still probably all get it. Oh, there's that panther. Kind of a slow respawn on that guy, right? Whoops, he resisted our dot. Let's do that again. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to kill a few more mobs here, and then turn in, maybe 3 quests here. We're going to turn in at least 2. Well, actually, so this Green Hills thing, Stranglethorn quest line. This is it's really 5 quests. You turn in each. So I've got these organized by sets of chapters. There's really 4 chapters, 1 through 2, 3, and 4. That's what this first row, second row, third row, and the 4th section over there are all the pages that correlate to the chapters. Once you turn those all in, you get it's 4 quests. Turn them in, then you turn in all 4 chapters at the same time, and you'll end up getting a boatload of experience, and I think pretty good piece of gear, though I'm forgetting what exactly that is at the moment. And we're going to get a lot of experience in that. I mean, we're going to get a boatload of experience. Not like going to level us up today, but it's going to be a lot of experience. And then once we do level up next time, I'm trying to decide what we want to put the rest of our points into for this tier. We've got 4 more points to spend before we... Whoops, I didn't mean to renew. I meant to Shadow or Pain. We need to put 4 more points into this tier, or into Shadow... Oh, what do we get? Recipe Elixir of Detect, Lesser Invisibility. Okay, it's just an alchemy recipe. It's nothing too fancy. We're basically running in circles here because we're looking for crocs on the coast and Shadow Maw Panthers elsewhere. So what we need is 4 more talents into the Shadow Tree, and then we can move on to getting points in Darkness, and then the final point in Shadow Form. So we have to put 1 point in Vampiric Embrace for sure, because we want to be able to get Shadow Form. Then we have 3 more points to spend, and we can put maybe 1 into Shadow Weaving, and I think 2 into Shadow Focus. That's probably right. I think that's right. And then after that, there we go, another Panther. There, I knew that Panther was in here somewhere. Nice, I still got him, and I stunned him, even though he went back invisible on us there. I mean, I didn't realize these Panthers really are like 3 levels above us. I mean, these aren't like low-level Panthers we're dealing with here. Another stun's nice, so they didn't last very long. I don't remember if stun... So at one point in WoW, I think early in vanilla, stuns didn't have diminishing returns. So you could, like, as a rogue... At least I'm pretty sure this is true, unless I'm making this up. I'm confident I remember, though, as my rogue. I was an undead rogue in retail vanilla, so I was like a scum undead rogue that ganked people when they were, low on health in the middle of fighting through mobs. That kind of thing, Classic... I mean, I was a teenager at the time, so I feel like, that's pretty reasonable behavior. Anyway, what I recall is that you could chain stun people much easier early on in Vanilla WoW, because there were no diminishing returns. And I think diminishing returns, there's a Panther, right? Yeah. I think diminishing returns have been implemented before the Burning Crusade launched, I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that was the case. And I think that's been implemented on this server, but I really don't know. I don't do a lot of stuns, right? Because I'm a priest where I basically get blackout. Is the only thing I can stun people with. And I guess I haven't been in enough PvP on this server, even on my warrior, to really register if I've been, getting repeatedly stunned. I just haven't really noticed that enough. Anyway, the point is, you could do like a kidney shot for like a 5-second stun, and then do kidney shot again, like, 5 seconds later for another 5-second stun. Like, there was no diminishing returns. I'm sure that was eventually changed so that repeated stuns, I think, had lower durations on mobs, at least. And I think that was also true for PvP. And I think it's what just happened there. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I blackout stunned that Panther, and then it got blackout stunned again. And it didn't last anywhere near 3 seconds the second time. It looked like it was like 1 or 2 seconds. I'm hoping this last Panther's up here. Nope, not quite. Respawn time seems pretty slow. This is a nice quiet area of Stranglethorn Vale. We're kind of off to the side here. But I would like a Crocolisk to pop up, or the last Panther we need to pop up. We only need 1 more Panther. The problem is there's not very many north of here, but maybe we can find a Crocolisk to kill. There's one across the way. Let's go swim over there real quick and clear them up. These Mosh Og Witch Doctors, these ogres here, there is a quest for this. I think it's a Horde quest, though. I don't think there's any Alliance quest for these ogres. I think there's a Horde quest out of Gromgol. Gromgol? I don't know. but I don't think there's any any alliance quest for those guys. I want to start stacking more spell damage. I really have, like, honestly, I don't have any spell damage. I do. I have plus 10 from this offhand, and that's it. I have stats, which is nice because it means I, like, I don't know, it's nice. It means I have more health and all that good stuff, a little more, you know, starting mana pool, that kind of a thing, regenerate a little bit faster, but it'd be really nice if I just had, you know, plus like 40 spell damage or something, so it'd really be good. Now, I think this panther may have respawned by now. These are slow respawns. Maybe the one up here that I killed with that hunter earlier will be back. Because it has been a while since we killed that one. We only killed it once and we ran away, so I'm pretty sure it'll be back by now. Let's see. Panther, there he is. Good stuff. I almost forgot about that one, honestly. This is nice. Okay, so we're going to wrap up this quest, and then let's just run along the river, kind of, to get towards Nessingwary's expedition. And if along the way we can find 3 more Crockless skins, or at least get like 1 or 2 more, we get closer to getting all 5, then we'll just wrap up that quest. Why'd I stop auto attack? That'd be really nice, so we can just finish that one up also. And then to turn those in, I know this one that we're about to finish goes to Nessingwary's camp, so that's easy. Some assembly required goes back to Booty Bay, which our hearth is set there. Okay, so we finished up our panther killing. We're going to head down this way to find more crocs along the river. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. We can rebuff Inner Fire. I guess put a Fear Ward back up. I've always been kind of lazy with Fear Ward. For a long time, I wasn't ever using it. Like, I just forgot I had Fear Ward. The last, 10 levels, I think I've been better about making sure I use it and kind of don't forget about it as much, but I've not been super good about it, but I've been better than I used to be, at least. I was, like, negligible. I mean, like, I never used it before, so. COD it to me for 30 silver. Someone's selling a double male coif, which is like junk gear. It's gray gear. It's worthless. So I'm offering for him to COD it to me for 30 silver. I'm not going to buy it. I mean, if he's going to mess around and kind of joke, I mean, just joking, right? He's just having fun. Then my way of having fun will be for him to send it to me and then just leave it in my mailbox for 30 days until the point it gets sent back to him. It seems like a reasonable plan. And let's go ahead and there's a couple more crocs here, which is nice. If we get lucky, we'll be all done with them here. We'll see. I mean, I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but I'm going to hope so. Let's throw a wand. And I did see, what quest do we have? I think there's a quest. What was I thinking of? There's something I was looking up. It's a really nice wand for me. Oh, right. Someone sent me a really nice wand. But it's a bind on equip blue. I think it's called Jaina's Fire Starter, maybe? I don't remember if that's the name. But it is level 37 requirement, so I can't use it yet. But in another couple levels we'll be able to use it. And it's like a huge DPS upgrade of this one. It's like, I think it's like 37 DPS or something stupidly high. And that's a massive increase over the Greater Mystic Wand, and it has some stats on it. Not spell damage, but it does have like stamina and intellect, I think. So it'd be really nice if we hit 37 soon, which will be a few episodes away, honestly, that we'll be able to use that. That'd be really good. Anyway, so just moving along the river here. There's plenty of crocs here, but the drop rate seems pretty bad on this crockless skin. I mean, really, it's definitely not been great. And, for mana efficiency, how much damage does Mind Flay do over... So Mind Flay is 70 mana, 130 damage. So if we double that to 40 mana and 260, so it's much more efficient in damaging mobs. Like, in terms of how much mana I'm using, I'm going to drink real quick. And I could do this on a calculator, double check, like, to get exactly how much more efficient. But Mind Flay is way more efficient than Mind Blast in terms of damage. Yeah, well, that's just good to know. It's nice to look at that once in a while. The guild, everyone's leveling up pretty quiet tonight. It seems like everyone, and actually I'm playing in the evening. I very rarely play in the evening in Central US time. So it's kind of a different time of day for me. It's weird, honestly. I seriously very rarely play this late. Yeah, so Snapjaw Crockless going down slowly. Shadowwood Pain's about to fall off. This is, I've mentioned this before, but I use Crowd Control Watch is the add-on I'm using that gives me this buff timer, debuff timer on mobs. Yeah, Well, I mean, I feel like we just cleared, like, the entire side over here of Crocs and didn't get a single skin. Right? How do we get so few skins? Let's go ahead and kill this Croc over here, and then we'll keep heading north to Messingwary's camp. These Crocs are pretty fast, by the way. I mean, they're actually, in real life, I mean, honestly, crocodiles and alligators are surprisingly fast. I think most people are extremely surprised when they realize just how fast a crocodile or an alligator can move. The same thing for rhinos, like a rhinoceros. Rhinoceros-I don't know. Also surprisingly fast. Maybe not that surprising, but they're surprisingly quick. I wouldn't want to fight one or mess with one. Now we just need really like one more Snapjaw skin, so I'm hoping to find it real quick here. It'd be really nice if we can. Let's back up a little. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah. Yeah, so it's amazing in real life how many animals are actually extremely fast animals. Like, I think people really underestimate the speed of animals just because they are large animals. I had to turn on the light in my room. I had the window open and the blinds up and everything. Actually, the window's closed. It's hot out. But I have the blinds open, and I usually play with the blinds open so I get lots of nice sunlight in the room. Unfortunately, the sun is not really setting, but it's just got overcast out there suddenly. Oh, good. We got our last Crockless skin. Got overcast out kind of suddenly, and I'm like, I realize I'm like sitting staring at my monitor in like this, what is almost like a pitch black room now. I guess it's not good. I really like playing video games in a room that's lit, like not in a really dark room, unless I'm playing like survival horror games. So I'm playing like Resident Evil or something. But if I'm playing like Resident Evil 1 through 3 to 4, the more modern ones, which I haven't really played a lot, just like kind of watched them and played a little bit of 5 a few years ago. I thought I actually think the new Resident Evil games seem good. I haven't really played them, like I said, a lot, besides 5 a little bit. Seem really good, but very different than Resident Evil 1 through 3, in my opinion. I think most people would agree with that. They kind of turned from being like a puzzle horror game to like a action genre almost, a little bit more. Well, not exactly action, but more action-y. I need the Paul of Sindal. Where is Sindal? Apparently right over here. Looks like I can solo this one, right? I forgot I was already at this part. Let's just go ahead and find her real quick. Ooh, it was a warlock. A good warlock, thankfully. It's a level 60 on our side. Not on the other team. That would have really sucked. Wait, don't do that. I need that mob. Okay. I was like, is that guy with the tag? I tried to invite that person to the group, but they declined my offer, so I assume that they don't need it, or maybe they were going to boost someone else here. Let's go ahead and fear this guy once. Sindal's a really easy one to kill, and fear does break really easy. Someone else commented recently I should really just rely on powered shield to chant for when I want to like cast the spell, not mess with fearing mobs as much because it's so unreliable. Unless I have like 2 mobs at a time or 3 mobs, and I want to fear 2 away and just focus on 1. I didn't realize that was even the quest I was on with Tiger Mastery. I thought I was farther. I needed to go farther. That's cool. Good. Anyway, so we got another quest done. I wasn't even planning to do that quest. That's cool. I was just looking at the map, and that was Questy helping me out there. I really wasn't paying attention, obviously. What was I saying? Oh, so back to the room. I really like playing in a room that's kind of well lit. I like being on my computer or in a room that's sort of well lit. Uh-oh. We don't want to fight that guy, do we? Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. Don't do it. Okay. I probably could fight that guy and probably win. I had 2 levels on him. I had Fear Ward already up. It's a good situation to be in, but it felt better. I really wanted to keep moving. The Fang of Bagathera. So Bagathera is the elite panther.
What can I do?
Let's see, the Tiger Mastery quest. We get some leather gloves. That's completed. We can go ahead and disenchant that. They're leather gloves. We can't use them. Let's see, some Greater Mystic Essence. Okay. And now we're going to turn in all of these green hills of Stranglethorn. Okay, so we're going to accept the quest. That's the first part, and then we're going to turn in chapter 1. It's going to take a while to click through this all, complete the quest. You can see now our pages are bundled up into the chapter 1. We got 1100 experience. Let's do the next one. We got another 1100, so it's 2200 experience. We're now, let's see, 2200, 3300 experience. Chapter 4, turn this in. This is 4400 experience. So we turn in all the pages now, 4400 experience. Now we turn in all 4 chapters. We get a pair of plate boots, some healing potions, and a thick armor kit. 4400 experience already, plus 6500. So we're really looking at like about almost 11,000 experience is what we just gained. So that's substantial. I mean, really, that was a lot of experience for not very much work. We're going to disenchant the plate boots because we can't use plate, obviously, so we're just going to get some more mystic essences. And, you know, I usually just like throwing thick armor. Whenever I get armor kits, I just like equipping it right away because I just don't, I just don't care that much. Let's put it on our, what are we going to put on? Legs, pants, what is it, 38 Troll Hunter? Please don't kill me, Hunter, I'm busy putting my armor on. And legs, chest, hands, and feet. Hands, we don't have anything on, let's throw them on our hands, sure. It's not much. It boosts our armor very, like, what was it, 0.3%, I think, increased armor per kit we added on. That's fine. You know, nothing significant, but I don't mind it. Now, to get to Desolace, we need to cross back over to the other zone. So, let's do this. We're going to go to Booty Bay. I think this is the way to do it. We have an extra page here. We don't really need it. Let's actually... willing to sell... Let's just advertise this once real quick. I guess I could have done that after I hearthed. So everyone knows we're selling that page. If anyone needs it, I can mail it to them. Okay. Now we've landed here. Let's go ahead and talk to... that was a guildie. Let's go ahead and give her Powered Fort. Let's vendor a couple of these junk things. Wicked Claws. I don't think they sell for much in this server. Bristly Whiskers. Okay, this is Crocolisk meat I'm going to sell. Mystery meat I've been holding on to, but we'll see. I don't know if it's really a good idea or not. Now we're going to go turn in our Crocolisks, our skins, I guess, from them. Meat? I don't know, skins, meat? I think the guy's upstairs. So then we're going to move to Desolace, and the plan is in Desolace to... actually, that's not true. We need to go to Stormwind first. I almost forgot. If I don't... man, I'm going to forget. I'm going to go all the way to Desolace before I realize I don't have the quest. Okay, Drizzlick. Let's complete the quest. We're now friendly with Booty Bay. Bring an Elder Crocolisk skin, and this is actually a little bit harder to do. The Elder Crocolisk skins are kind of farther up, and it's an elite mob. Who's this? Who's dancing with me? What's going on? This is Raewyn. Raewyn, I don't know who Raewyn is, but he's a, I guess, probably 60 troll warrior. Maybe not 60, I can't really tell. I can't tell from his gear easily. It doesn't clearly show as level 60. Definitely could be. Alright, but we're going to fly. So we're going to speed up the video. And we're going to fly to Stormwind, grab that quest I'm talking about, then move to Desolace. Alright, so we've landed in Stormwind, and what we want to do is go up to the cathedral. And the cathedral really, if you've been in Stormwind, you know what I'm talking about. I guess even after Cataclysm... what? So in Cataclysm, Stormwind got really wrecked. Wasn't it the park that got destroyed in Cataclysm? I honestly haven't played... I really just have not played Modern WoW. Like, I played up to like level 6 a couple months ago, Warlords of Draenor, but I did not go farther than that. I just haven't taken the time to. I really do want to. I honestly, after playing Vanilla WoW so much, now I've always enjoyed it. Playing it so much more recently last year or so, ever since Nostalrius came around and Chronos, it's really made me interested in seeing a little more about what's going on in modern WoW. But I haven't done it much yet. But I think my understanding is the park got destroyed in after Cataclysm by Deathwing and was kind of left ruined. But I think in Legion it was partially rebuilt. That was like one of the things. It's been destroyed for like years now. And they finally decided to rebuild it, so that's kind of cool. I like seeing a changing world in a game, and I think Cataclysm in practice didn't go over well, but I like the idea of what happened in Cataclysm, and I would like to have seen that kind of implementation done more often in WoW, but maybe not to that scale. Oh, we don't want to turn this quest. What am I looking for? Is this not the right place for this quest? Brother Anton, maybe this is what I'm looking for. This guy over here, I think. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm doing. He's underground, this guy. Alright. So, actually two things. We're going to do something else while we're in Stormwind. This library script. We got that from a quest in Stranglethorn Vale in Booty Bay a couple episodes ago, and I always forget the name of the quest. I just don't remember the name of it. But this is the guy we need. We need Brother Crowley. He's down kind of in the cathedral. He's in the Cathedral of Light, but he's kind of downstairs a little bit, obviously. I need to speak with Brother Anton in Desolace. So this is the guy that starts the quest line for the Scarlet Monastery. There's only 2 quests alliance side for Scarlet Monastery. One of them is a chain that starts with Brother Anton quest, and the other one, what is it called? It's the, I just said it a little bit ago, Mythology of the Titans. And that quest, I don't remember where that starts. I have to look that up. I don't recall now. I've done it recently on my warrior. I just don't remember where it was at. But what I want to also do is turn in, just to show you guys what this quest is. It's not really that useful or interesting. I'm trying to say it the best way. It's why I'm circling around here. It's not really that amazing or useful, but I'd like to turn it in. And let's see. I wish there was a direct route across the Cathedral Square to Old Town. Like really, that if you could somehow get across there diagonally, that'd be super convenient. Like a bridge that goes over this center island that is like completely useless right now. I mean, like really there's no use for this center thing here, but it's just guarded by Stormwind City guards. If there's a way to get around that, that'd be really cool. Anyway, there's not. I guess I could levitate, and there might be a way that I could kind of sneak around there, but doubtful of that. Anyway, so we're gonna go turn on the library script. And the library script is something you get from a quest in Booty Bay, as I mentioned. I don't remember the name of the quest. I need to go back and look it up. And it really, if you look at the library script, it doesn't say anything. And like when you get the quest, when you get it, the quest itself says you can turn it in Stormwind's library. Like take it to the librarian in Stormwind's library or something like that. And what that will do is when you turn it into this person, they'll basically give you a choice of a couple books that you can take in exchange for a library script. And what's funny is that these books, one of the books will drop randomly from mobs throughout the world, so you can actually get it elsewhere. These little kids are all lined up. This is weird looking. I don't actually know what the kids are there for. But you can turn the library script and get 2 books as a choice. One of the books, they're both gray items. So when I say book, it's just a gray item. It's literally just for lore, just for fun. Not for role-playing purposes, maybe. There's no use of it in terms of, it's not like a tome. You can train like a new level of like Prayer of Fortitude or something. But anyway, the other book, one of the books you can get off world mobs. It's not special. The other book you can only get from this quest. So it's kind of cool in that sense. So this guy is Daniel Tovald, library script. So the story of Morgan Lattimore. If you remember, we were given that book when we were completing the Morladim quest line in, what is it, Duskwood. So that one you can get, that's what it is. It's not that you can get it from mobs in the world, but you can get it from that quest. You can get it elsewhere. I think this one, The Legend of the Gurbashi Volume 3, you can only get from this librarian. You complete the quest, you literally get, well, did I? No, you literally get nothing. You literally don't get anything from it. So I turn on, let's look at my combat log. That 800 experience came from a Booty Bay quest, and I gained Furbolg form before I turned in the library script there. You literally get nothing for it except for there's a book. The book is tradable, and I'm just gonna flip through it. I don't want to read the whole thing. It's not super long, but if you want to read it, you can just pause the video and read through each slide. or basically it'll be a slide. Let's see, it's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pages, and it talks about Zul'Gurub. So I read it years ago. I don't remember it very well. My understanding is that The Legend of the Gurabashi, Volume 3, is basically a book, like kind of a lore quest. It kind of sets up Zul'Gurub a little bit. And when WoW first launched, Zul'Gurub wasn't released as a raid instance. So this is kind of the first, this and some of the other quests, it's kind of the first introduction people get to Zul'Gurub even before it comes out. So for people that really are into role-playing, or just really like the backstory of WoW, this book's kind of cool. I always like to do a joke in World Chat and try to sell it. I've never had anyone buy it. One of these days, someone will buy it from me, and I'm going to be super stoked, but never happened so far. But now, we need to make our long run to Desolace, and that's going to take a little bit. I'm considering if it's really worth showing that on video, because to get to Desolace from Stormwind, I think the easiest route will be for us to fly to Booty Bay, take the boat from Booty Bay off the Eastern Kingdoms to Kalimdor, land in the Barrens at Ratchet, and then fly from Ratchet to Desolace, which I think I've been to Desolace. If I haven't, then we'll need to go to Stone Talon Mountains, which I don't know if I've got the flight point there, actually. God, that's going to be a long flight, possibly. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here. We're going to end the episode. A little bit shorter today. I apologize for that. Next time, we'll end up in Desolace one way or the other, and then we'll get our quest done there. That quest, it's going to be tough for us to do. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to get a guildie to help me out, but otherwise, we're going to be really struggling there. So let's see. Let's fly to Booty Bay. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Booty Bay, take the boat to Ratchet, and then either run all the way to Desolace or fly to Desolace if I have the flight point, which I don't think I do. So it might be a little bit of a run, but if anything interesting happens, I'll have my recording going. I'll share it in the next video, so if there's any fun PvP along the way. But otherwise, that's all for today. So we'll wake up in Desolace next time. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Let's refresh the dot on him. Gonna back up. Oh no, I got impact stunned again. Ugh. I want to put a renew on our rogue.